Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Big news. The WBO has ordered Usyk versus Parker. Now, I'm pretty sure this was always supposed to happen. I do believe it was said as well straight after Usyk beat Dubois. But the WBO has officially come out, made that a mandatory bout. Now, there is two other pieces of news that have sort of come out that I want to sort of integrate into this one conversation. So, let's start with Mauricio Suleiman. He's the WBC president. I'm sure you all know. Has stated the WBC is maintaining a position of trying, if at all possible, to keep an undisputed heavyweight champion. And this is what Riyadh had to say. Riyadh Season and Seller are not interested in making Usyk versus Parker. Now we know that Ring Magazine, Riyadh, all that have come out and stated that they wanted Fury to fight Usyk a third time. So let's talk about this, because for me, I think we first have to work out, who do we want to see Usyk fight? Now, there's a few angles here. You could go, who do we think can beat Usyk? Who do we think gives the best fight? Who do we want to see Usyk fight? Who deserves to fight Usyk? For me, that's the most important one. But for promoters and, say, Ring, the most important one is who's going to get the most engagement. Now, let's be honest. Joseph Parker will not sell a fight against Usyk as well as Tyson Fury. All right? Nowhere near it. But Joseph Parker is more than any other fighter, apart from maybe Ajit Kabayal, the next in line and the most worthy to fight Oleksandr Usyk. Now, the WBC, they've come out and stated that they want to maintain a heavyweight undisputed champion. Now, that's important if we want to see Usyk versus Parker, because the WBO, if Usyk declines an offer to fight Parker, the WBO take that belt and he's no longer undisputed. And the WBC will be more than happy to support a WBO ordered Usyk versus Parker, because that way all the belts stay together. The tricky thing is, now that Riyadh Season has come out and said that we are not going to make Usyk versus Parker, obviously they've made their feelings known that they want Fury versus Usyk. I don't want to see that fight again, to be honest. If it's on, I'll watch it, no doubt. But we've seen that. We've lived that. I don't believe that Fury comes in and changes the result. I don't. We've seen Dubois twice. He's not going to come in a third time and change the result. We've seen AJ fight him twice, and he's not going to change the result. We have two very good fighters right now that are on great win streaks, that are more than deserving to fight Usyk. And that is Parker and that is Kabayel. Now, arguably, Parker and Kabayel should have fought and made their stance clear, but Parker is rightfully the next deserving candidate. I really hope that Usyk fights Parker for almost, that would probably increase his resume. I think beating Parker is better than fighting Fury 3 times, if I'm being honest. I think if you look at Usyk's resume, and you can add another top heavyweight to the lineup. When you look at Usyk's resume, you have Chaz Witherspoon, Derek Chisora, Fury, Dubois, and AJ. That's 5 fights. But technically it's Chisora, Witherspoon, 2 times with AJ, 2 times with Fury, and 2 times with Dubois. It's actually 8 championship fights, but he's only got 5 names on the sheet. You don't want to have, 9 fights and still only have 5 names on the sheet. They're all wins nonetheless, but I would like to see him fight someone different and add another name on there. I think it looks better. The big decision is, I don't think it's a question of, does Usyk think he can beat Joseph Parker? Because, no offense to Joseph Parker, I'm a big fan. But Usyk will beat Joseph Parker, I believe. I've doubted Usyk too many times to doubt him again. I think he beats Parker. I think he beats Caballero. I think out of everyone, Tyson Fury may still have the best chance of beating him. Fact is, Tyson Fury went to 2 very close decisions with Usyk, though the second one wasn't as close as the first. I guess the difference is this will be a new opponent, a different figure in the ring. Riyadh Season wanting Tyson Fury versus Usyk is purely money. It is purely money. But then if they're going purely off money, I think Fury versus AJ makes more money than Usyk versus Fury a third time. I think they should be more inclined to make Fury versus AJ at Wembley, and maybe Usyk versus Parker. I don't know if it's still doable to do it in the Ukraine or Poland or somewhere in and about Usyk's territory. Get a big crowd of Usyk fans in there, because at Wembley you're still going to be relying on Usyk fans, because I don't know how popular a figure Parker is in the UK. I couldn't imagine a massive one. He hasn't been world champion and he's New Zealander, and you're not going to have Parker versus Usyk in Australia or New Zealand. It just wouldn't work. So I still think that there is an angle of which you can make Usyk and Parker a very big money fight, and have AJ versus Tyson Fury, which is even bigger money fight, and still get everything done. Riyadh Season and Sell are saying they're not interested. I hope it doesn't become the pivotal role in whether we see Usyk versus Parker or Usyk versus Caballero, because I think we need to see one of those fights. I'd love to see one of those fights. I was calling for ages that Parker deserved the fight against Usyk over Dubois. Retrospectively, if you look at it now, I would say that a lot of people that said Dubois deserves that shot might say Parker probably deserved it, based on the way in which Dubois fought, the aftermath of all that, and everything in and around it. And the fact that we have seen now Dubois get stopped twice by Usyk. Yeah, so I'd love to hear what you guys think in the comments. Who do you want to see Usyk fight? Do you think we're now not going to see Usyk versus Parker? If we aren't going to see it, will it be Usyk versus Tyson Fury? Let us know in the comments. Like the video, subscribe if you are new. And I'm out of here, guys. See ya!